All right, back with another night of action. So it's Friday night. We'll do a little walk around here. So we got one center beam back there welded in. That is the smoker foot. So that's where the legs right there on the smoker are going to sit or bolt to. So what I was doing the other night is laying all of this stuff off. So we took measurements and wrote everything down on our frame rails. AX stands for axle, and then SF stands for smoker foot. We just measured these guys out over the frame rail where I thought they were supposed to go, or roughly. And you can see I had to cross out originally where the axles were at, and we shifted them back about 8 inches because I did a little math on it, and yeah, just a better idea to do it that way. But just got these guys welded in. Now we got to get the other smoker foot welded in over here. You can see right there where I've ground out the kind of old metal, and there's the leg down there for what we are about to do. So yeah, coming along pretty good. The little fab table over there is working great. Really love that. I don't know how horrible these videos are going to be because I'm really not putting that much emphasis on quality on this because I'm really trying to get this done. Also, we passed our ServSafe food manager exam, so we're 100% ready to go on to pop-ups and start selling to the public. So super excited to do that. I don't even know if I'm going to wait to get this thing on the trailer before we start doing that, because I could pull the smaller cooker out and we could do some smaller events. So might be something we end up doing. And it's not that hot tonight. So yeah, pretty happy. You guys kick back and enjoy this because I'm about to rip away getting this other foot put in. So let's do it. So it is the next day in the AM. Today's objective is to get all the suspension mounted for the axles and possibly get this thing flipped right side up because we're building this thing upside down, because I want to be able to weld the shackles and everything for the suspension in an upright configuration, just because I can weld better in that configuration. I really don't want them breaking. So if you're trying to weld upside down, it's a lot harder. So yeah, there we go. So then we're talking, let's get after it. Okay, everything's welded in. So what I did was I took some etching primer, self-etching primer, whatever you want to call this stuff. Typically it's green or black. What it does is it etches into the metal, so no moisture can get in there around these joints. Something I've always done. I worked at a hot rod shop, restoration place. We used a lot of etching primer because it prevents rust from growing weld cracks or different things like that water can get in and really mess some stuff up. So we spent a lot of money on this, so we want to protect it. Oh no, my stand just broke in half. Dang, this thing is junk. Whatever. All right, you can see where we just painted around these guys. So we're gonna paint the entire bottom side of this frame and just go ahead and do that now and get it over with. And then we're gonna try to flip this guy over. See if I can get the stand to work again here. Everything I've got's breaking. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this leg is just completely broke. Got a broken camera leg. There we go, I think that'll work. It'll probably fall over. But yeah, we're gonna etch this thing down and probably go ahead and paint it black. I'm gonna use 500 degree header paint on this because this stuff really sticks good and it works a lot like POR 15. One of the reasons why I really like it. And we'll get it flipped. Once we get it flipped, we'll go ahead and put the A-frame on it, and that'll probably be it for today. If I get all that done, I'll be really happy. So let's get at it. So we got a lot done. I had to pull the axles back off, pick everything back up. I pretty much just rolled the axles over on themselves. I noticed a couple of issues, and I'm not kind of surprised about it. A couple of our welds right here, down here at the lower portion, did not attach. When I put the etching primer on them, I saw that they had not attached. This one right here was one of them. So I came back in here, we ground out that part, and I put another bead in there, and we had a good heat sink on there. I did heat this one up with a torch first. Sometimes when you're doing really heavy metals, this stuff is 3/8 thick in portions. You got to put some heat there before you make the weld. This is not a 240 welder, it's a 120 welder. And it can weld up 2/4 inch, but I needed to heat these up. The C channel is really thick right there on the backside, and that's where the welds had started to break loose. So, but we've got everything tied in. All of our stuff is painted with the etching primer, so we just got that done, letting it set and dry. So I'm just gonna run around with some engine enamel, and we're gonna do the bottom of this thing. And this stuff, I've learned this stuff works really good. It doesn't come off in salt water. It can really take a beating because it's a high temp enamel. So. But we're just gonna spray the bottom of this thing and get it ready to flip over. Put a couple more braces in here. Once we get it flipped, we'll put a couple more braces and we'll put the tongue on it. And that's gonna be pretty much it. So really looking forward to getting the smoker set on this. Definitely, probably not gonna happen before 4th of July. I don't think so anyway, not unless I really get some serious time off or something, or there's a chance. There's a good possibility I might do that. But I'll leave you with just me spraying some paint. So. All right, we're back again. It's like 100 degrees out here. It's like 98 degrees. Just trying to like wait for it to cool off some. I don't think it's going to. And I've got a pinched nerve like in my neck, in between my shoulder blades. So this should be pretty fun. I'm gonna try to take it easy, but I got to try to get some more stuff done on this. So here we go. But we're gonna add something new. Not really new, but you have to put cross bracing in trailers. If you don't, they'll wiggle. But this 5-inch piece of channel right here is probably enough, but I don't know. So we got some 1 inch, some 2 inch by 2 inch angle iron. This looks like that. And we're gonna put these things 3 pieces evenly kind of spaced in between here, except for where those axles are at, because I don't want it getting in there and getting in that suspension and binding anything up. So pretty much that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get these welded in, and we're gonna start trying to get the tongue put on this thing. I really wanted to flip it and then do the tongue, but I don't think it's gonna be a possibility because I don't want to try to weld this stuff from underneath. I need these welds to be as good as possible because it's the tongue. Or pretty much any part on this thing needs to be as good as possible because it's really heavy and I don't want anything to break. So let's get after it.